Anyways, shall we get on to my topic?
Sure.
I think so, sir.
All right. We had a Nintendo Direct yesterday on 2/13, and I'm gonna run through my bullet points of all the news, and we'll talk about if there's anything we're excited about. So first up,
there were a few.
Yeah, this was a really good Direct in my opinion, one of the better ones in recent memory. So the first thing off, we got Mario Maker 2 is in June 2019. They've added the much desired slopes. For those who don't know what Mario Maker is, you can basically design your own Mario courses in game and share them with people online and play other people's courses. So for very creative people or people who just love Mario platforming, this is kind of like the perfect game that just gives you content and doesn't stop. Very popular Twitch game. Mm-hmm. And in the speedrunning community. So they had some new cat suits. You can play as like Luigi and Toadette, I think were the two they showed. So there will probably be other characters. So I don't really care for the game that much, but it's coming out in June 2019. They talked about the Smash Ultimate 3.0 update in spring, and they said Joker will be out by the end of April, the first payable DLC character. And they've also got Snake, Simon, Pokemon Trainer, Ivysaur, and Squirtle amiibos coming out before around 3.0, I think. So for those who want amiibo, those were the amiibos announced. And the only ones touched upon. We didn't really get that much amiibo news.
No.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is in summer 2019. Meh. Box Boy and Box Girls on April 26th. Also meh. Just a lineup of puzzle stuff here. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker update for those who care about that. The game looks cute, but I'm not interested.
Now you can co-op the whole thing, and then they came out with some paid DLC.
Yep, they've released a free update with the co-op and the 5 new DLC courses. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night's coming in summer 2019. I wasn't sure if that had been confirmed for Switch or not yet.
Yeah, and they showed off, I guess, like, it's a new trailer, I assume.
Yeah, you can, like, customize, I can't remember her name, the main character.
You can be blue!
Mao's really excited about being blue.
Blue!
We got Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming on July 12th. You get some cool stuff if you own the previous title on the Switch. I think you get, like, the hero's costume from that. This was a big one. Dragon Quest 11S, which was rumored. I don't know if it had been confirmed yet or not. I can't remember.
I believe they had confirmed it.
It's fall 2019. So we get some added orchestral music. You can switch between the HD graphics and the 16-bit that was on the 3DS version that came out in Japan. You can switch between English or Japanese audio, and they're adding new storylines for the party members. They become like the central focus of their little own plot lines.
Square Enix said they're not sure if they're actually going to add this to the PlayStation 4 version.
I saw them talking about that today. So, like,
want the orchestra.
It doesn't behoove Square to do that if you want to sell new copies of the game. So
yeah, I don't want to buy a Switch copy.
At least the story part, like the other stuff. I can see them not doing the 16-bit stuff. Maybe the orchestral music and the dual audio, I can see them adding. But
yeah, I just want the music and the story, really.
Yeah,
but
I'll end up getting it eventually.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
will.
Yeah, I'm a sucker. What are you gonna say? All right, we got. This is the weirdest, which I didn't even know was a thing. Disney Tsum Tsum Festival.
Yeah,
which looked like a weird gotcha game thing to me at first, but it's like a mini game
with weird little Disney things
that I assume are big in Japan.
Yeah, with a name like that.
Yeah. It's coming out sometime in 2019. Not super interested in that. Starlink's getting an update where they're adding Peppy, Falco, and Slippy to the game. Some new missions that feature like some of the Star Wolf team characters coming out in April. This was a surprise because I didn't even know this game existed beforehand. Rune Factory 4 Special later this year. Rune Factory was one of my favorite DS series. And I thought they just stopped making them. I never knew they made a 4 a few years ago.
They did stop making them, but it was 4 that they stopped with making them. Because 4 was like in 2012, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what you said last night. So 7 years ago, Holy moly, I didn't even know there ever was a 4, and it's getting put on Switch. And they also announced that Rune Factory 5 is in development. So the series is coming back. This is a great, like, chill game to play. Rune Factory is basically a Harvest Moon game. So
or it's close to was it Stardew Valley also?
Yeah, it's that type of game where you manage a farm and do day-to-day activities and stuff, but you also has a dungeon crawling aspect where you can take like some of your party members.
Stardew Valley as well.
Yeah, so you can do stuff like that. So it's not just like the life sim stuff.
Right.
It's got waifus. It's got lots of good characters. It's great. I love that series.
You gonna get 4S?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I didn't even know that game came out. So
yeah. And then
that's
Lily,
that's a must buy. Yeah, Meta's wife is
real
a
hype.
big Rune Factory fan.
Lily likes Rune Factory a fair amount. She's actually thinking about streaming it. So
yeah,
I was like, "That's a very long game to stream."
Wars!
Yeah, that happened a few times. It's like, I don't know if we're streaming this.
Yeah, that was
okay.
The problem, so like the problem with streaming when you don't stream every day though is that means you're kind of dedicated to playing that game now in very small, slow chunks.
Yep. Next is a game that I'm tepidly excited for. I said tepid. That's probably the wrong word. I'm pretty excited for it. Oninaki, a new Squeenix game.
Yeah, this
game developed by Tokyo RPG Factory.
It looks visually looks.
Yeah, the style aesthetic is very cool.
It's got some stuff going for it that I'm kind of looking forward to.
It's got a light world, dark world thing going for it. It's an action game, which all the other Tokyo RPG games have been kind of Chrono Trigger-esque. But I did not play Lost Sphere. I played I Am Setsuna, and I loved that game. So
I don't remember what they called it. Was it like a Watcher or something? But you collect sort of the lost souls because there's a continuous cycle of rebirth, and you have to go get the ones that have gotten stuck. I think and haven't gone through reincarnation type thing, and those can affect your combat abilities.
Yep. You know what it is? It's just more JRPGs on the Switch, which is what I said I wanted to see out of this.
And then we saw them.
Yeah,
you did. You got exactly what you wished for.
Got a bunch of them. So we got Yoshi's
for $1 million.
Yeah, you did. We got Yoshi's Crafted World has a demo out now. That game's coming out in a month.
Looks cute.
March 29th. Yeah, it looks cute. I've seen a lot of speedrunners actually talking about it. It apparently has really cool tech in the game. Like people have already been just speedrunning through the demo. There's like all kinds of neat stuff you can do with like eggs and some of the platforming physics.
See, it's always games like that always surprise you. Like when suddenly a community is like, "Did you know you could speedrun the shit out of this thing?"
There's like a trick where if you within 3 frames of jumping, if you tongue and like a solid object, or I think you might have to swallow an enemy, you'll immediately like propel Yoshi downward on the floor.
Really?
So you can like short hop up obstacles because he's very floaty in all of his platforming games.
Oh wow!
If you like short hop and tongue an enemy, then you can just like instant fall, like quick fall, basically.
That's
so and he has a much faster walking or running speed. So anyway, it's like crazy that they're already figuring out movement tech for this game. Here was the big one, which Mao was the most excited for. Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah, baby.
Has a release date. July 26th.
It's all I've wanted out of the Switch since they've announced it, basically.
It's the first console Fire Emblem game we've had since the Wii one. Was it Radiant Dawn?
There were 2 on the Wii?
It was one of the Ike games.
The 2 Ike games are the console ones.
Yeah. July 26th.
Not gonna lie, I might actually pick that up. I really like the idea of being a teacher who then sends off students because I kind of yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I kind of want to be one of those. I want to play as the teacher, but I want to be like one of those teachers, like where like the young girl with the axe. She sends me like a really long text, essentially like explaining why she needs more time for a paper, and I just go, "Okay, no problem." Sent from iPhone.
Yeah.
I just want to be that teacher.
Send your waifus and husbandos out to die in glorious combat against some evil empire.
Sitting behind my desk grading papers as they're dying on the battlefield. Well, he's getting an F if he comes back.
It might not be an evil empire this time. It looks like it might be an evil church.
Yeah.
So they've revealed a lot about the lore and the story. There's 3 nations.
There's 3 houses.
Yeah, and there's
All
3 great houses, and the heads of the upcoming, like basically the heirs to the 3 great houses are all attending this military academy or officer academy, and you get to pick one that you ally with, I believe.
Yeah, it says
Basically.
you choose one, but we don't really know what that choice informs yet.
Exactly. That still not a lot of gameplay stuff that we've seen. I'm sure we'll get
we've seen
some more
like,
stuff before it comes
looks like
out.
there might not be the traditional classes and class like rank ups type stuff. Like
Yeah,
there's like
it's
a
lots
testing
of
system.
Yeah.
There are now like claw fighters is a new weapon type. It looked like that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought they were Tonfa at first, but then
visually, it's like the characters all control like a battalion type thing. Which is interesting. Yeah, it looks cool. I like it.
It's very pretty looking too. So
yeah.
I like the character designer.
I will get it
for Fire Emblem. So
I will play it. I mean, I would have. All you have to tell me is, hey, there's a Fire Emblem game out, and I'll be like, I'm gonna buy it.
I'm super excited to play it, and I'm Team Edelgard all the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel bad for the other 2 houses because
the blue lines and the gold deer.
I think most people
remember
are on
what was
Team
Edelgard's. Were they red eagles? I can't.
Yeah.
She's like,
Or,
I don't care about her house name. It's just there's my waifu. So there you go. That's what I'm focused on.
You get this game, and it ends up there's better waifus in another one. You're gonna regret that.
It's gonna be hard. There's gonna be, like I said, there's gonna be a red-headed Pegasus knot, and I'm just gonna segue.
And it's gonna be trash because they always are.
The only one that's trash, sir, is the one in Fates. The older sister. So there you go.
I hate Pegasus.
Then you get a red-headed Pegasus knot husbando. You've had too many Pegasus riders get snopped, haven't you?
No, I don't know why, but I hate horses. But
you like the unicorn.
Characters who ride horses. I know, it's my great internal strife for the unicorn clan.
You're so contrarian to yourself, Mao.
Right. But I don't know why, but I hate mounted characters, basically.
I think what makes it doubly worse is that those Pegasus Knights are just so susceptible to those
that random bow. You forget about that one archer, and he he proceeds to murder 3 of your characters.
Honestly,
I was gonna just say I actually hated using them even in the older games. For the little of I have played of them, I hate using them because they're weak to 2 units. They're weak to anything that's strong against spears, and then they're weak to anything that shoots bows. So they're always weak to 2 types of units.
Yeah.
Makes them really dangerous to send them anywhere.
My favorite ones are Hinoka and Shigure, just because they use Naginata, and my love of Naginata is just strong enough to
get you a little bump.
Right.
All right. A very big surprise, which I've heard lots of good things about. Is Tetris 99,
where we
otherwise known as Tetris Battle Royale.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this game. I cannot wait for it to drop and start collecting my.
Well, it's out now.
Ever pity?
Oh yeah, it's out now for free.
It's a Switch exclusive. For now, you just at least have to have the online service. So it's not really free, but you get it with your service.
This game is quite literally.
I'm probably going to watch someone stream it at night because everyone who streamed it was like, "This is dope." You can choose.
Actually had 8 multiplayer Tetris, so this is just a large expansion of that.
Yeah, you can. It's like Tetris Attack basically, where you can attack other people and find the weaklings and pick them off, and it's just you left on the lone hill.
I saw someone's comment. It was like, other battle royales only get to ask where we drop in once. This one, you get to ask that question.
That's the whole game.
Of time.
It's the whole game.
The whole game is about dropping in.
All right, we got a stream of ports. Some of these won't be ports, but towards the end they put a lot of them out. Dead by Daylight's coming out in the fall. Deltarune Chapter 1.
It does not.
In
Dead
a few
by
weeks.
Daylight does not look that
No, it doesn't.
good. I'm hoping that was just for presentation purposes.
The frame rate looked awful.
the graphics.
It looked like it had to take
bad.
a huge graphical hit.
Yeah, just everything
Performance hit across the board.
Yeah, just everywhere. That
had to have been a rush for it.
Yeah.
Daemon X Machina, still summer 2019. Did they say there's a demo this weekend
out.
for that?
Yep, demo's out today or yesterday.
I'll be playing that this weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it this weekend.
Grid Autosport. I don't know if this was a port or not.
No idea.
It's a racing game. I don't like racing games. Summer 2019. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is in spring 2019. Mortal Kombat 11, April 23rd. Unravel 2, March 22nd. Assassin's Creed 3, remastered May 21st. Final Fantasy 7, which people have been waiting for forever, is 3/26. Final Fantasy 9 came out last night. And Chocobo's Dungeons, everybody.
March 2nd.
The best part of it was Chocobo
Dungeons. It's March 20th, I thought.
Oh, the link you gave me says March 2nd.
Okay, the link's probably right. I was annotating from the Switch. Or the presentation. Yeah. I'm going to end up buying Final Fantasy 9 again when I'm ready to play that again. Google
says the 20th, so.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. They probably just left the 0 out then.
Yep.
Out of that giant run, the Final Fantasy ones are the ones I'm most excited about. I want to actually get Chocobo's Dungeon because I've heard those games are really good. They have like the job system and stuff.
The Chocobo's Dungeons, I played the original one back on PlayStation, and during that time, it was actually a really good game. Very fun. They generally, I played the one I think for the Wii. Was it? It had to be for the Wii. It was okay. I felt a little bit more grindy, but I enjoyed them. They're very simple. You get to play as essentially start off as a basic freelancer, so to speak. And then you get to unlock the jobs that give you extra abilities and kind of because the way the map works is that if you move on the map, everything moves as well. At least at the time, for those games, they moved as well. So if you move space, they move space. So you could manipulate those spaces and utilize the abilities from different classes that target different spaces with different effects to do damage to a target before actually getting up close and attacking them and trading off with them.
Yeah, so I just love the job system.
Yeah, the job system is very fun in the game. They are very true to the job system. It's very fun, and it's a very simple game. Very nice.
Yeah, so out of all those, that's the stuff I'm excited about the most from the ports. Then we got two big ones at the end of the show. The first one was a new Platinum Games project, Astral Chain. Just coming out on 8/30. This one looks pretty sweet.
Platinum's fun.
This looks... At first, I thought it was God Eater 3, or a side God Eater game.
But it lacked the giant monster hunter type weapons.
I saw a lot of people saying they thought it was Xenoblade X2 as well, just because of the design and the world and stuff. It looks cool. You have a weird animal buddy on a chain that you fight with.
Demon type thing or something.
Yeah, and you have a twin. And you fight monsters, and it looks very actiony in the vein of not quite as fast as your Devil May Cry's or your
it's not it's not
Bayonetta's,
Bayonetta, but
it's more like a Kingdom Hearts 2 level of action.
Which they briefly were like, "We know you want Bayonetta." They're working.
We're working on Bayonetta 3. We don't have anything to show yet, so that's probably next year. They didn't, to a lot of people's chagrin, they didn't mention anything about Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, yeah.
Which is understandable because it just recently changed hands of developers.
Right. I know
people also wanted Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Switch, so maybe we'll see it at E3. But I was super excited for this last one, Link's Awakening remake, 2019.
Yeah, full remake.
Yeah,
in 3-ish D.
Yeah, everything looks like toys, which I find kind of cute. At first, I was like, the art style's kind of grown on me when I went back and rewatched the trailer, though.
It reminds me of those, I put a link in somewhere.
Yeah,
it was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer type movies.
The old Christmas, yarn stop-motion movies.
Yeah.
I just love this game. It's my favorite 2D Zelda, easily by far. Get blown away, Link to the Past fans. I'm calling you out. Minish Cap fans too.
You start a fight with them.
I love Link's Awakening. It's great. A lot of people think they're doing some quality of life stuff too. And really, the worst thing about Link's Awakening was that you only got 2 item slots, and your sword and shield would take one of those up. So if you wanted to go pure sword and board, you couldn't use like your hook shot or your bombs. In this one, they think the shield and the sword are going to be routed to different buttons, and you'll actually get like 2 extra item slots. So more like your traditional Zelda game, which is a good quality of life improvement. Music in this game is fantastic. The story is like one of the most meaningful and like actually like not relevant to the whole plot as well, but like kind of like it has a weight to it.
It's kind of its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing. It's a side story.
Saves Zelda thing.
Yep, Zelda's not in the game at all. It got a cool anime opening scene remade too. The opening cutscene to the Game Boy game is fairly infamous, where he crashes the boat in the lightning storm, and they did a little anime version of it. So I'm super excited for this. This is instant buy. Like, if they were going to remake any Zelda game, this is the one I would have wanted them to do. So I'm super happy. Yep, it's got lots of Mario stuff. It's got Goombas, Piranha Plants, Chain Shops. Because this was only the 4th Zelda game. So, it was after Link to the Past. I think this game actually is supposed to take place after Link to the Past.
Link's Awakening began as a port of A Link to the Past.
Yep, that's right. So yeah, and that was what they ended on, and man, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of people were worried about 2019 for
more than
Nintendo.
I'm looking forward to like more than 2 games, which most I can say of any Nintendo Direct for the Switch I've ever had.
Yep. I'm gonna get Oninaki. I'm gonna get Fire Emblem 3. I'm gonna get both of the Rune Factory games. I'm gonna get Link's Awakening. I'm gonna get all the Final Fantasies. Like, I'm gonna get Daemon X Machina more than likely.
Most of those, so.
I'm gonna get Astral Chain probably. I want to see more still, but
right.
I'm excited about that to see more of it. It's a good leap. It's going to be a good year. We're not going to have all the classic Nintendo IPs that people wanted. People really wanted Metroid Prime 4, but hey, you know what? You need some new IPs, and people complaining about no new IPs for Nintendo. What are you talking about? That argument's whack. I'm just telling you right now.
I don't really like any old Nintendo IPs except for Fire Emblem, so I'm happy with it.
That's even a more recent one, at least for the States.
Yeah.
We didn't get those till
I've been
the 2000s.
playing it since Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Nintendo stuff. This is one of the better directs they've had. No 3DS. 3DS was not mentioned. It's dead, Jim.
Yep, this was the first major direct that did not feature the 3DS.
I mean, but we kind of, like we said, we've talked about this 100 times, but we kind of knew this was going to be the place.
Yep,
it was going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now just give me Bravely 3. That'll all but confirm it. I know that studio's working on something new.
Bravely 3 on the Switch.
Oh, I'd love it. Because, man, just going back to the job system. Job system's just so good. We need more games with the job system.
You need to play Dragon Quest VII if you have.
Yeah, I know. That's one I have not played.
There is
1 through 3, 8, and 11.
There's a normal job system, and then there's a job system for monsters, or that revolve around monster jobs. It's got a lot going on.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I think we're at a good wrapping up point here.
Yeah.
This has been episode 75 of Podcast of Five Rings, your source of enlightenment in the realm of video games, tabletop, anime, film, and tech. Each episode of Podcast of Five Rings releases Monday mornings on iTunes and SoundCloud, and topic by topic, day by day on YouTube, with the full video releasing on Friday. Check us out on Twitter at Twitter Podcast5R, Facebook P5R Podcast, Meta and Lily stream. Y'all are still playing RE2, I believe?
Yeah, we're doing RE2. We're going through Claire B right now, but we'll soon be going through what is considered to be the canon story afterwards, which is Claire A and Leon B.
True ending.
Is Lily gonna play anymore? Or?
Hazard.
She'll play more. We just haven't decided what we want to do because unfortunately the way we started off is that Lily played Leon and I played Claire, but I kind of want to play the A story because I enjoy that version of it a little bit more. But that would mean I end up playing as Claire again. But then if I play as Leon, I played the B story again. So
I see.
So we're not sure yet. We haven't decided how we're gonna really
just
do
flip
this.
a coin.
It's just it's definitely there's a bit of a difference between the two pilots.
Yeah, there's definitely just a tad bit.
Yeah. All right, everybody, enjoy or we hope you enjoyed your Valentine's Day, I guess, and we'll be back next week potentially, maybe not. I don't know. We know Tets won't be here, and it just depends on game news if we got something. So.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Later.
Say bye, Mal.
Bye, Mal.